Well, plans for a soft opening in the metro coming out of a stay-at-home order, possible treatment breakthrough for the coronavirus. Bad news for both potential home sellers and buyers. Plus, Major League Baseball eyes a return. Joe Chiodo from KCTV5 News this morning is working from home and joining us now with a look at what is making news today. Good morning, Joe. Let's start with the stay-at-home orders and the 10-10-10 plan that Mayor Quinton Lucas announced yesterday.
Okay, so the details of this are kind of tough to follow along, but we know that Missouri and Kansas, along with many other counties, will be opening May 4th. However, this will be different for Kansas City, Missouri, of course. We know that the stay-at-home order extends to May 15th. However, there will be a phase of soft opening. So this is what Mayor Quinton Lucas explained. He explained that some businesses, those with a limited contact to the public, will be able to participate in this opening 1 week from yesterday, which will be next Wednesday, May 6th. That is, as long as they follow that 10-10-10 plan that you were mentioning. So try to wrap your head around this. Under that plan, businesses like restaurants, along with churches, will be allowed to open their doors for up to 10% of capacity or 10 people, whichever is whichever is larger. Then they are required to keep a list of people who spend more than 10 minutes seated in their business. Take a listen to what he said.
Our goal isn't actually to see what everybody's doing, to be big brother. More of our goal and our emphasis on that is to make sure that if there is an outbreak at a beauty shop, at a barber shop, at a church, that our trackers can actually track down everyone, that we can know where an outbreak is, we can address it quickly.
So important to note about this, when it comes to restaurants, yes, they mentioned that 10-10-10 plan, but we are also learning that this could be developed a little further and they may actually have different restrictions against them and they may look at the capacity in a different way. We are waiting to hear from the health department on that. We should have info from them in about a week. So we'll keep everybody at home updated on that. Also, in terms of Kansas, Governor Laura Kelly is expected to roll out her plan for reopening. We don't know whether or not she's going to do anything like the 10-10-10 plan or something of her own kind of thought process that she will develop in her own way. But we'll be carrying that conference live on our air and our Facebook page beginning at 6:30 tonight. So be sure to join us there.
Yeah, it's a lot happening all at once here and a lot of dates and a lot of things being thrown out there. So thanks for helping us keep it kind of condensed so we can help to understand it a little bit better. There was some possibly exciting news announced yesterday at one of the White House briefings with Dr. Anthony Fauci, right?
Yeah, this is great news. Everybody says we want good news about the coronavirus on top of all of the sometimes gloomy news that we have to tell you. Well, this is good to hear. Dr. Anthony Fauci announcing that the drug Remdesivir showed very good promise in fighting COVID-19. So they are really enjoying the results they're seeing from this. It shows a patient recovers much more quickly when they take that drug versus when they don't. It actually improves recovery time from 15 days to 11. Still a long time of being sick. However, with how new this virus is, that big of an improvement is a really good thing. It doesn't have FDA approval yet, but because of the promise it's showing and because they think it could save lives, it is likely to get emergency authorization, and then they would be able to start using it now. That could happen by Wednesday of next week. So we'll keep our eyes on that. But Bill, the really important part is that a lot of these people who are losing their lives to COVID, they don't pass away the minute they get it. It's because they are sick for so long. So if we can shorten that time frame, this could save lives.
Yeah, and giving them a little bit better shot at life. And just, I think we're going to look back at this and see what all science is going to come to develop these type of different, not cures, but, things to help out people that are falling sick and just it's going to be incredible when we look back at it here, 10
Definitely.
years from now. Let's talk about home sales a little bit. The housing market has pretty much come to a halt, right?
Yeah, so we just told you some good news. Now followed it up with some bad news. Anything economy related right now, it's going to stress you out. I guess before I get into this, let's just say that eventually it will get better, but right now we know it's not good. So here are the details. We know that sales fell more than 20% in March, dropping to their lowest level since May 2011. Not great news there. New listings are also way down, and potential buyers, they're much more nervous as of late than they were in the beginning of this pandemic about making a big purchase because there is so much unknown about what's going to happen to our money in the months to come. However, when we do return to normal, whenever that is, realtors really do expect the market to bounce back and to get back to where it was. So this may just be more of a brief hiatus rather than a total collapse. Mortgage rates are still near historic lows.
Well, let's talk now. A lot of people are wondering about baseball. I just had some pictures show up in my Facebook memories of my son and I going to a game, 3 or 4 years ago out at the K. And they're starting to talk about plans for bringing baseball back to the stadium. What's the latest from Major League Baseball?
I know. I had that same thing happen to me. A video popped up on Facebook, and it was cheers from the crowd at the K, and I was like, I forgot what that many people at one time sounds like. It makes you miss it. That's what we should be doing today, actually, at the K, and it's a beautiful day for it. But yeah, stadiums are hoping to bring baseball back by late June, and if not then at the latest, they're hoping is by July 4th. This would be with a realigned league. Royals general manager Dayton Moore tells KCTV5 that when it does come back, he knows KC fans are going to rally around the team, of course, as we can't wait to do. And hopefully, when they're allowed in the stadium, they will fill it up, which I'm sure will also happen. But we don't exactly know when that will be. Even if baseball comes back at the end of June, early July, it's very likely that the fans will not return. We know that the Royals are contacting ticket buyers, and they're going to be given credit towards future games later this season. Or they're also extending it to be used for credit to next season, which kind of speaks volumes about where we are and whether fans will get to return.
Yeah. Well, I know we can't wait to get back out to the K and catch a game. So, Joe, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it, sir. We'll talk with you again tomorrow morning. Have a good one.
All right. Sounds good. We'll see you later.
All right. Weeks under a stay-at-home